Hey guys, so just a quick update here. This is the third day that we're trying out the Tesla's FSD free trial. And one of the main things that we changed was we switched the mode from average to assertive. And basically, as the name suggests, this mode does take you to your destination a little faster. However, it doesn't compromise your safety in any way. So that is our preferred mode so far. So for example, on the highway right now, as you see, we are just cruising along, and in a moment here, you notice that the car in front is moving a little slow, and the car now is switching lanes to the left just to overtake this car. And we are only less than 2 miles away from our exit. So it does that just to overtake the car, and then in just a few seconds here, it actually switches back to the right lane, preparing to exit. So that is one of the main things we've noticed with highway driving on the assertive mode. Here we're exiting the freeway, and I'm quite impressed here as our next turn was a left turn in just a moment. So the car recognizes that and signals left immediately and accelerates up past this traffic light and then starts switching lanes to the left. And it does so in a very controlled and safe fashion, so I'm quite impressed here. And as we approach the green light in front, it makes a left turn, and it does so just fine. However, as you see in a moment, it might have leaned a little too far right, and we ended up a little bit in the bike lane. So at this point here, I had to just take over and just bring it back a little left. Another issue that I noticed is around traffic lights, specifically traffic lights before entering the freeway. Those traffic lights, they tend to flash green and flash back red pretty quickly. And that sort of messes with the FSD algorithm a little bit. As you can see here, as it flashes back to red, the car jerks and stops momentarily, and then it decides to go again. So this has happened several times, and there was an instance where it was a busy road, busy traffic, and as you can imagine, with the lights flashing so quickly, the car just was not moving. So I had to take over in those instances. And here is another example of a yellow light where the car was about to make a right turn, as seen here. So as the light flashed yellow, it stopped and jerked a little bit, but it went ahead and made the turn anyway because it's a right turn. Overall, we're still very happy with FSD's performance. It does drive smartly on the road. And as you see in a moment here, this van in front is driving a little below the speed limit of 35 miles per hour. So a lot of cars are overtaking it, and the car recognizes that and does not try to overtake while these cars are passing. But when it sees an opportunity in front, it starts to signal and slowly overtakes the van. So that was quite impressive. And finally, we're approaching our destination here. It needs to make a left turn into the plaza. And as you can see, there are cars approaching from the opposite direction. So it recognizes that and it waits for the cars to pass, and then it makes the left turn into the plaza. Now, after making this turn, the parking lot is a little small. So this part here was a little nervous for us. There's a Prius on the right and this SUV on the left that we were able to just squeeze through. However, you can be rest assured the car does everything it can to avoid any forms of collision. And now here, we decided to try out the auto park feature as well. As you can see here, it identifies a spot and you just hit park. And the FSD always does a reverse park for you. So here you can see it's doing everything by itself. The only comment I have is that it's a little slow just because it needs to look out for pedestrians and also cars around you. So it does so in the safest manner possible. And during this moment, actually, there was a lot of pedestrians walking around. So I can find this especially useful if you are struggling with parking because this also does parallel parking. So that's definitely something to consider if you're looking to have a parking assistant. I gotta be honest, I was expecting the parking to be a little more efficient, for it to be able to park in one go, but it tends to take several tries before parking correctly. But rest assured, it does park successfully in this instance. And if you like this video, please leave a comment and leave a thumbs up as well.